Hello friends, hope everything is fine with you guys. In this lecture we are going to learn how we can use rectangle tool to create rectangle and square. Yes friend. So the rectangle tool is located here. Its keyboard shortcut is M. So first of all let's go to file, click on new to create a new file or a new document in Illustrator. And I have selected the color mode as RGB. Let's click on OK. Now make sure to select the rectangle tool. Now how you can select it? Say for example previously you have selected this selection tool. Now to select the rectangle tool you can simply press the keyboard shortcut M. See, now the rectangle tool is selected. Now again let's go back to the selection tool and you can manually select it. You can manually select the rectangle tool by just clicking on it to select it. Now after you have selected the rectangle tool you can come here at any point inside your document and just click at a point and start dragging, and you will see that we can see a preview of the rectangle which we are going to create. And see at the bottom corner we have two variables there. See, W and H. W means width and H means height. Now after you are satisfied with the preview what it is going to happen, you need to just leave your mouse. That's it. Now so this is the rectangle. Okay, uh, now let's come here at the top just below the menus. This is the option bar where you will see some options regarding the object which is selected. Currently you have just drawn a rectangle and you can see here the options that are available with this rectangle. First of all, there is a stroke option. Let's increase the stroke. See, you can say that it's a border. You can see that the width of the border has increased and currently it's 14 point. Now let's come here. These two things. Let's click on it. This is for the stroke. Currently it's black. Let's say change it to this orange and see the stroke color has changed. So by default it's black. Now let's come here. It's the fill. Let's fill it. Let's fill the rectangle with say this gray color. Now this rectangle is filled with this gray color and the stroke is this orange. Now you can even select this one. This is none. And also let's make the stroke color none. Now you can see nothing. Well, if you think that this is the rectangle, well, let's select the selection tool and let's select outside this rectangle and see you can see nothing, right? Because this is the bounding box. Yes friend, let's go to view. Let's click on hide bounding box. Okay, so let's again provide a stroke of this one and not 1 point. Let's increase it to something around 10 points. And for now, let's make the fill color this gray. Okay, now let's come here. What is this? This is the width profile. Yes friend, let's click on this one and see what has happened. Well, this width profile is applied to strokes. Yes friend, let's click on this one. Let's click on this one. See, if you hover over it, it is saying that variable width profile. Well, using the rectangle tool, you will not understand this width profile completely. For that, let's create a line. Let's increase its stroke. Now, let's change the width profile and say, now you can understand it better, isn't it? This one is kind of cool. This is half circle. Okay. Yep. Let me delete this one. And for this one, first of all, let's select it and let's make it uniform only. And this is the brush definition. Let's make it basic only for now, because if you change it to something else, say this one or this one, you can even try these kind of stuffs. But for now, let's not make it complex. And another thing is that if you have chosen something else, let's select a different width profile. See, it's not getting applied. So for now, let's make it basic only. Next, opacity. Okay, and let me increase the stroke again. Okay, now it's 15 point. Okay, next we have opacity. You can decrease the opacity or you can increase it. Next we have some style options. Let's not cover this topic now. So that's it. And then we have the transform option. You can rotate it, but we will see some other options of doing all of these stuffs, but later on. So this is the option bar. Generally, for creating shapes, what matters is this stroke, the stroke points, and sometimes this width profile. But generally, for creating some shapes, stroke and fill is kind of important to us. Okay, so we have created just a basic rectangle, right? And there is another way of creating a rectangle, you know? Yes, friend. For that, let's select the rectangle tool and just come here inside your document and just click at a point. You will see a window popping up asking you the width and the height of your rectangle. Now you can put here your desired width and height. Let's make it say 400 by say 300. Now click on OK and see, this is the one. Now let me create a new file again. Now, so we have seen two ways of creating rectangles, right? Now, how you can create a square? Again, we can create square using two ways. Yes, friend. One is, I guess you have already guessed the first method, right? Yup. It's just by clicking at a point and providing the same width and height. Let's click on OK and see. You can even change the fill color. You can provide a stroke color. Let's increase the stroke width for now. Yup, 20 point it is. Okay. So this is the square, right? Now, what is the second method of creating square? Can you guess? Let's create a new document again. This time, make sure that you have selected the rectangle tool. Now let's come here inside your document, click at a point and start dragging. You can say that, hey Shupri, it's creating a rectangle. How we can make it a square? Well, just by holding the shift key. Yes, friend. Now, I did not hold the shift key, but now I will and see the change. See, now just hold the shift key and drag your mouse and see, width 250 point, height 250 point. And when you are satisfied with the size of your rectangle or square, then you can just leave your mouse. That's it. And you can provide your favorite color to it. You can provide favorite stroke color to it. So that's it, guys. So what we have learned in this lecture? In this lecture, we have learned how we can create a rectangle, how we can provide a fill color to that rectangle, and also how we can provide a stroke color, and also how we can change the width of the stroke. And again, we have seen how we can create a square from this rectangle tool. And remember, for creating rectangle or square, we have two ways. One is just by coming at any point in your document and just click at that point, and a window will pop up just like this, and you need to provide your width, your desired width and height. That's it. And another is you need to just click at a point and start dragging. That's it, guys. Okay, so here I am concluding this lecture. In our next lecture, we will see how we can create rounded rectangle using not rectangle tool but rounded rectangle tool. Yes, friend. So see you in the next lecture. Till then, have fun. Take care.